Hi, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this video is finding you. Welcome to Barely Grace. My name is Grace, and I started this YouTube channel along with a Facebook group of the same name to promote self-care. I do focus my videos primarily on skincare, hair care, and makeup, but I may from time to time talk about other things as well and how they relate back to self-care. So if this sounds like something that interests you, I encourage you to like and subscribe, comment down below, interact with me, and you can also visit us and join us on Facebook because we do have a lot of fun. So yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very happy to have you. I am still drinking coffee this morning. This is my Have a Magical Day unicorn cup. It also says love something on the bottom. Love your mug, I think is what it says. My sister got me this, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I'm also drinking water. As you can hear, my water bottle. I need to fill it up again. So yeah, today, oh, I hear my phone going off. It's okay. Today, I thought I would do a makeup look with Blue Blood. I've talked about this palette a couple of times. This was actually my very first Jeffree Star palette. There she is. Absolutely gorgeous. Love these, love the blues, love the neutrals that are in here. I love the darker colors. It has some beautiful shimmers and glitters. I do adore this palette. I don't know, I have, as a person, and I know this about myself, as a person, I have a very hard time saying that something is my favorite. Like, oh, that's my favorite food, or oh, that's my favorite TV show, that's my favorite book. Like, I have a very hard time picking favorites because I love so many different things for so many different reasons, and it's hard for me to kind of like weigh those reasons to determine which one is the most important. So I don't pick favorites. But I do absolutely adore this palette. And like I said, it was my first palette. It was my first Jeffree palette. And it holds a very special place to me. And it's a beautiful color story. And I do enjoy using it. So we're going to be using that today. I'm really not going to go in super hard on my face. I'm just going to do a, like my normal powder foundation that I've used recently and really like. I'm going to use my new primer, my new primer base from Seraphine Botanicals. My absolute favorite primer is from them, so I have really high hopes for this one. This is the Pumpkin and Silk Luminous Pre-Makeup Base, so super excited for that. This is also new, and I haven't talked about it in like an unboxing or an opening or anything because it was the only thing that I purchased that day. So I just kind of set it aside, and I was like, I'll just wait and do like an actual makeup look with it. But I'm super excited about it. I'm very happy I found it. I've actually had it in my Amazon cart and my cart on Pacifica. But I was in TJ Maxx looking for some like blackout curtains. And of course I had to go through the skincare and makeup and stuff. And I found this, and I was really excited about it. This is the Pacifica. I love Pacifica. This is the Pacifica Ice Baby Mineral Highlighter with coconut water. Magical ice highlights that strobe and reflect. Dreamy, velvety powder infused with natural coconut water. Every true beauty knows it's what's on the inside that matters. Formulated with women, animals, and the planet in mind. I think men could also have been in mind. I mean, like, it's for a person. It's for people. But anyway, neither here nor there. Of course, it is vegan and cruelty-free, just like all Pacifica products. The box is super cool, and the box is recyclable, and this packaging is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love the colors on the packaging, like this pale teal color. Absolutely love that, adore that. And then I have actually, I've swatched this, and so I'm super excited to use it. And the reason why I wanted to try it, because I do love highlighters, but like when you just look at it, it doesn't really look like much. Like it doesn't even look like shimmery, really. But I wanted to try it. And so when I saw it and I saw the price on it, I was like, oh yeah, gotta have it. And then when I got it home, I swatched it. And it is beautiful. It has like this beautiful reflect. There we go. You can see it just a little bit. It has a beautiful reflect on it. So I'm super excited. Oh, I brought a white today. Super excited to use this because I have not used it yet. Have not used this. I also grabbed the new MAC Fix Plus that I just got in my Ipsy. I'm going to be using that. And then we'll just kind of talk about the other things as we go along. So I'm going to recycle that packaging. Okay. Here is my primer. I need to open it. I haven't even opened it. I see that it has little plastic seal on it. So we'll get the plastic seal off, and then it may also have a seal on the actual applicator, but we'll figure that out when we get there. I did get this in an Ipsy. This was an add-on for my Ipsy, and I really wanted to try it. Like I said, Seraphine Botanicals makes my favorite primer, a very luminous primer, and it says this one is also a luminous primer, and it was very beautiful. And it's pumpkin. I love pumpkin. Oh my god, it smells like pumpkin. Oh, I love that. Pumpkin, like the actual fruit or vegetable, whatever. Pumpkin, not like pumpkin spice. It smells like actual pumpkin. It smells wonderful. I do love that. I am pre-recording this video. I've felt pretty good the last couple days. So I've actually done a couple of videos, so I'm a little bit ahead. So I'm not quite sure, I can't remember right offhand what day this video is going to go up. However, it is Friday for me, and coming up on the weekend, I know that my youngest has a volleyball game tonight, so we'll be doing that. It's her second game, and the first game was like a scrimmage that they played against like one of the other teams in their league, like it's like one rec center, right? But then there's a whole league, so they played one of the other games from their rec center. They played them the other night, and they did really well. They did not win, but the girls all did a great job. And then tonight is their first game that's like not with someone in their own rec. So it's the first game was a scrimmage, and this is an actual game. So yeah, it is an away game, so we have to go a couple towns over, which is fine. It's probably going to be about a 30-minute drive, maybe, depending on traffic. So while my face primer is kind of solidifying, I'm going to go in and do my eye primer. I use the same one that I've been using for a while now. It's the like M2 NYC or something like that. Let me look at it. This is the M2U NYC eye primer. So yeah, I've been using that quite a bit recently. I do like it. I have several different eye primers. I have a couple that are like in tubes. I have a couple that are like in these little pots. Some work better than others. And I pretty much like how this one behaves. This one blends pretty well and stays on, and the color looks good. And I've said this before, you will see some people just skip eye primer and just will use like just their foundation and powder and stuff as a base. Some people will go in specifically with concealer as an eye base. I prefer an actual eye primer just because I feel that the makeup sticks to it a little bit better. So yeah. So I get it in, and then I actually start to blend it. So I like press it in and get it all over my eye and everything. And then I start to press it in, and then I will drag it underneath. So yeah, so my youngest has a volleyball game tonight, and then I think she may have practice Saturday morning. I'm not really sure. And then my middle is going to a relative or friend's house. It's someone that he goes and stays with sometimes on the weekends, or like if he has like, you know, spring break or during the summer, or, you know, he'll go and stay with them. So yeah, so he's doing that. He's going to stay with them. And my oldest, I know my oldest does not work tonight, but I'm pretty sure they will work over the weekend. So I'm just going to go in and set the eye with just a little bit of powder. And I'm actually just using the powder blush. So, I'm sorry, powder primer. Using my powder primer powder. Powder foundation. Oh my goodness, I'm using my powder foundation. So this is I'm also going to use it all over my face, but I've talked about this before. This is the CoverGirl Clean Powder Foundation in Creamy Neutral. It is for normal skin. I do like this. This is kind of the first powder foundation that I've tried. I definitely want to try some more. I want to pick some more up. Like, I definitely want a e.l.f. makes a powder foundation. I definitely want to try that. It's never in stock because it's so, I guess everybody's wanting to try it. So yeah. Other than that, I know that of course, I always clean house on the weekends. I've got to clean house. We'll do that this weekend. We have a couple of projects around the house that really need to get done. So I'm sure that there will be some of that this weekend. I think it's supposed to be like cold and rainy again. It's rained a lot this week. Like, my yard is completely saturated. And the other day it was actually like underwater. I had like several inches of water in my yard. Well, in parts in my side yard. Beside the front driveway. We have a pretty big yard. So yeah, like I said, I'm not doing anything too crazy as far as like my face, my actual like complexion is. I'm just going to put this powder foundation down. I will do the new highlighter that I have, and then focus primarily on my eyes. Like I said, I'm pre-recording these, so for me it's Friday, February the 25th, and today is the launch date for Jeffree Star Skin. It launches at noon my time. I'm Central, so it launches at noon, and I'm super excited about it. I have an alarm set. I usually try to go to the website a little bit before the launch actually opens just to make sure I'm there, that I'm not having like internet problems or login problems or anything like that. Like, I try to make the launches as less stressful for me as possible. And I'm a very early person. So I always go a little early just to, you know, in case something happens or something's going on. But yeah, super excited about the launch. My eyebrows were messing with me. Okay, I'm going to go in now and try this new Pacifica highlighter. I don't think it has oh yeah, it's called Ice Baby. And the palette is recyclable. I can't remember if I mentioned that earlier. Vegan and cruelty free. All Pacifica products are. They are out of Oregon. And it is made in the USA with the best globally sourced ingredients. So yeah. That is a gorgeous highlight color. Absolutely, absolutely love that. This reminds me of, I used to have this Too Faced unicorn palette, and it had a very similar highlight in it, where it's like not necessarily like glittery or anything, just like very iridescent. I absolutely adore that. Love it. This would make a beautiful inner corner too. I'm just putting it everywhere that I would normally put highlighter. Oh, that's gorgeous. I absolutely love that. This would also make a really pretty blush topper. Like if you like a shimmery kind of blush, this would make a beautiful blush topper. Okay, I love that highlighter. Cannot wait to continue using that. This is the best Pacifica makeup item that I've used in a while. Like one of my favorite bronzers is out of a Pacifica like duo, and that blush and bronzer are both wonderful. This would look beautiful with both of those. But I've tried like a Pacifica eye palette a little while back, and I wasn't as impressed with it. I'm super impressed with this highlight. So very happy to have that in my collection. My lips are feeling a little wanting, so let me put on a lip balm before I get started on my eyes. Okay. I've talked about this one a couple times. This is the Echo Lips Lip Food. Echo Lips Lip Food. On my hand. I think that's from where I lit my candle earlier. I have my little lemon verbena candle that I got from my work. I have it over there. It is burning. It smells wonderful. So I'm going to go in today with the e.l.f. pencil. This is like my second favorite eye pencil. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And this color is called, I don't know what this color is called. I really don't know what this color is called. So, I think maybe I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I like a very like feathery looking brow, and I definitely don't have good eyebrows. My eyebrows went through severe plucking in the 90s and early 2000s. I also at one point had someone who was wanting to like practice at waxing. She took my entire eyebrow off, and I was like, well, go ahead and do the other one. I was a senior, or that was actually the summer before my junior and senior years, or like maybe like right before my junior year was over, because it was before I met my husband. When I met my husband, I had no eyebrows. None. Zero. Zero eyebrows. And it truly took like forever for them to grow back. For the longest time, they were just like super thin. But then I also overplucked. So not only was there an issue where I, didn't have any brows, but like as brow hair started to come back in, I would pluck. So I try my best not to do like too much plucking now, because I'm afraid that I will again get back into like the heavy plucking, which is not something that I want to do. I have tried using like those little, like they're like little razors, like face razors, I guess. They're like a little, I don't know, I'm not doing a very good job at describing what they are. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I've tried using those before, and they like gave severe irritation to my skin. Like, it was really bad. And like, it didn't matter how I used them. I could use them alone. I could use them with like something down like a coconut oil or something. No matter how I used them, they just didn't. They just caused irritation, and like, I mean, they worked, but my skin was terribly irritated. It looked really bad. So anyway, I just let my eyebrows go and do what they want to do. Okay, we're going to get into the palette. I haven't really thought about like what kind of a look I want to do, but I will show you again. It's a gorgeous palette. I love a lot of these colors in here. I use a lot of the colors in here. I have really used the mint tea. It looks like that one has been used quite a bit, mint tea. Also, this one down here, this one is called Wealthy. Looks like I use that one a lot. I probably use that one as an all over, which is what I'm about to do right now as well. I know I've said this before, but a lot of times what I will do is if there is a light colored, a light neutral, or a light, some sort of a light color in the palette, I will lay that down all over before I get started. Even though I have already primed and powdered my eye, I still like to, I still like to do it. I think what I'm going to do is, more than like go in with like a crazy blue color, I think what I'll do is show how versatile this palette can be, and how even though it's a blue palette, you shouldn't let that scare you, because there's tons of looks that you can make from here. So yeah, I'm probably going to go in, I may go in with this peach color because it's really pretty. Probably going to go in with this one. So yeah, we'll just see. We'll talk about it as we go along. And then also, I do have a spare of this palette. So if that's something that you are interested in, please let me know. And we'll work something out. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with Priceless, which is this peachy color here, Priceless. So I'm going to go in with that and start building up my outer corner and crease. And then we'll decide, I don't know if I'm going to like this brush for that, but we will see. If not, I will just switch it out for something different. Now that the Olympics are over, I have so much stuff that I need to catch up on as far as like watching shows go. So if I need any relaxation and TV time this weekend, there's definitely lots of things that I can watch. Most like network shows do kind of pause for the Olympics, so that's great. especially because most of what I watch is on NBC. So, of course, all of those shows kind of take a break. Um, but there's been a couple of things that have came out on Netflix that I haven't been able to watch yet because I've been so fascinated by the Olympics. I always watch a ton of Olympics. My husband gets so irritated. Um, he's like, I really don't want to watch the Olympics again. And I'm like, well, too bad. Um, and then I can also watch it on my phone, so, or my laptop. Anyway, there's several things that came out on Netflix that I need to watch. Like, a couple of shows that I watched dropped like second seasons. And then I think there was a movie or two that I want to watch that came out on Netflix. So definitely need to do that. We're also like watching a series on Amazon that has like 7 or 8 seasons, I think, like 7 or 8 seasons. And I think we're like in season 4. We've been watching that. My husband and I do watch a lot of things together, but then there's also some things that we like that I will watch without him, or some things that he watches without me. But this particular one on Amazon, the one I was talking about, we're watching it together. Okay. Oh my God. I hope you guys didn't just hear my stomach growl. Alright, so I do like that. That's a very good, like a neutral start. I do want to build it up a little bit on the bottom and then kind of go in on my lower lash line. So let's grab a different brush. I should have brought my color switcher in here to actually use it and to just kind of talk about it, because I haven't talked about it yet. So I'm actually going to go grab that. I'm going to grab my color switcher and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're not going to talk about how much time has passed. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about why I have on a different shirt. We're not going to talk about that. This is what I went to go get. I did get it. This is my color switcher. It's a color cleaner, makeup brush cleaner, 3 seconds color off, quick wash. So this is what it is. This is yeah, I don't know the name of the company. Color cleaner, I'm gonna guess. But this is what it is. It's just a little like spongy, and it's, you have the can, you put the in the can, and then you just do this, and it allows you to switch between colors and gets any product off of the brush. I don't feel good. I'm not feeling well at all, but that's okay. We're gonna push through and we're gonna make it. And I'm sweating because I don't feel good. I'm sweating. But that's okay. We're gonna do. We're gonna finish up this look. So let me take a look again. So I did this one here, and I did this. I think I'm gonna go in on my lower lash line with Power. Yeah. I had to ask my oldest, Cash, I had to ask my oldest to come home and bring me something between school and tech school. I had to tell him what to get me at the store and to go by and get it for me. And I hope that works. I don't want to go into too much detail because it's extremely TMI, but I'm not doing very well. Not at all. This is a very pretty gray, but it's like a blue, like a dark blue gray, very cool toned gray. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just kind of building it into the outer V here, taking it about halfway through, and then coming up and taking it just a very small amount into the upper there. So I'm just kind of creating that V shape is what we want. and then kind of blending it out. Having a kid that can drive is one of the better things of parenting. Like once your kid, actually I saw in my Facebook memories earlier today, they actually got their permit 3 years ago today. So they got their permit just a little bit after their birthday. They turned 18 back the end of January. So, oh, you know what? Exactly 1 month ago today. Not today, the day that the video is going up, but today, the day that the video is being filmed. So 3 years ago today, they got their permit. I really like this. And again, I understand that this is a blue palette, but it has some colors that are wonderfully complementary to blue. And even if you don't want to have a blue look, you can still use this palette. And I'm showing you how. Okay, yeah, love that. Love that. So I'm actually going to go back, and this is the brush that I used earlier. It has Priceless. It has Priceless and Celebrity Skin on it. So I'm just going to go back through and blend in with that power. Okay, love that. All right, and I think that here, this is a shimmer or a glitter, I can't really tell right now, called Crystal Flesh. Crystal Flesh. And then there's a white shimmer in here called Culinon. I don't know what that is, actually. It's normally I make fun of people that can't pronounce Jeffree's names, but I have no idea what that is. But that's okay. We are going to, I'm gonna do my inner corner first, and then I will do the shimmer on the lid part. So I'm gonna do my inner corner first, and then I'll do the shimmer. And I think I need to assess the damage and see what happened when I just knocked that off my desk. So I'll be right back. Okay, everything seems to be fine. I knocked off a cup that I keep like color pencils in, but it also has my Jeffree mirror that I showed the other day. It has this mirror in it, so I wanted to make sure that nothing happened, and it's completely fine. So very good on that. So again, I'm going to go with this white shimmer shade, and I'm not even going to embarrass myself to try to get the name right. I'm just going to go in the inner corner. That is blinding. That color would also make a really pretty, like a topper to go on top of some eyeshadow, or even as a highlight. Sorry about that. Why? Just check and make sure, because the lighting's always better on half my face than it is the other. So, but yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then I said I was going to go in with Crystal. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm committed to this video, but I'm just not feeling well. I'm going to go in with Crystal Flesh, which is like a bronzy shimmer. So I'm going to put that in the middle between that white shimmer shade and that blue gray shade called Power. I'm just gonna tap that in my little packer brush, and then of course I will go back in at the end and blend. But again, there's any of Jeffree's palettes, there are a plethora of looks that you can do. And then even if you're like not feeling the color moment, his palettes all have these beautiful neutrals that are very cohesive when it comes to like the color story. They're very cohesive, and so they work really well like on their own, or they work really well with some of the like blues or whatever color, whatever bright vibrant colors are in the palettes. Yeah, so kind of like how I showed you, I'm just going to take some of the, what is that, Priceless. I'm going to take some of that first shade Priceless and just go in and kind of blend over the top and then down along the bottom. But what I was saying is the color stories, like even if you don't want to go for like a vibrant color moment, each of the palettes has their own like moment where you can do that and kind of play around with it. Even if you don't have like the ORGY palette, the ORGY palette is a gorgeous nudes palette. There's cool tone nudes and warm tone nudes. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I absolutely love it. All mattes. There's no shimmers in the palette. There is a companion palette that's a mini that has shimmers, but the ORGY palette itself does not have any shimmers or glitters or anything like that. But yeah, all the palettes are extremely versatile. This is a little look with Blue Bloods. And again, I wanted to do it with not any blue. Just to kind of show you how versatile the palettes can be. I'm going to whack on a little bit of mascara. This is the, you've seen this one before. This is the, I think it's Revolution. I can't even remember. But this is the Blowout High Volume Mascara. This does have canvas in it. Yeah, it is Makeup Revolution, London. I thought so. All right. I'm just going to put on a very small amount just so that it's there and kind of ties everything together. But I'm not, definitely not going anywhere. I'm not feeling good. Anyway, I'm going to put on this mascara, make sure everything looks good, and then I have a little gloss to put on my lips. I brought this is the gloss. This is Jeffree's The Gloss formula, and this one is in Diamond Juice. Love this. just a shimmer. So yeah, there's the look. And again, this is a the look like a more natural or like a more of a daytime kind of look that I did. And I used my Blue Bloods palette, and as you can see, there is no blue. And I think I mentioned it, but like a couple of these, and this is pretty much true with every palette of Jeffree's, but like, so say for instance this color here, in a pinch you could use this as a bronzer. This is Celebrity Skin. You could use that as a bronzer. You've got these two shades up here, both of which would make beautiful blushes. You've got over here these shades that would make great highlighters. So again, Jeffree's palettes are extremely versatile when it comes to things like that. I do have a spare Blue Bloods. I also have Bloodlust, spare Orgy, and I think there's a couple more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. I will play around a lot more with my different palettes, but like I said, I just wanted to kind of do something neutral today. I'm sorry I'm not feeling well and this video is kind of weird. But again, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you do something today that gives back to you because you're important. You deserve it.